Welcome to Italy. This guide will tell you the mistakes you cannot make during your trip. Get ready for incredible food, vibrant culture, and essential tips to avoid common pitfalls and unforgettable experiences. This guide will help you enjoy Italy like a local during your trip to Italy. From classic pasta and pizza to hidden gems and local tips, you'll discover how to make the most of your trip. Let's dive in. First on our list is the Great Cappuccino Debate. In Italy, a cappuccino is almost exclusively a breakfast drink, perfectly paired with a sweet pastry like a cornetto to kickstart your morning. Ordering one after a meal, especially after lunch or dinner, is considered a tourist move. Why? The logic is that all that milk is too heavy for your stomach to digest after a full meal. While any barista will happily make one for you anytime, opting for a simple espresso will make you look like a local in no time. It's a small change that shows you understand the rhythm of the Italian day. Another cultural rule to remember is about eating on the go, especially near cherished historical places. While grabbing a slice of pizza to eat while walking is common in some parts of the world, in Italy, food is an event meant to be enjoyed slowly, while seated. In fact, many cities, including Florence and Venice, have strict rules that forbid eating and drinking on the steps of churches, near fountains, or sitting on monument grounds. These rules are in place to protect the priceless history of these cities from trash and food stains. Beyond food, a few practical rules will make your trip seamless. When traveling by regional train, you must validate your ticket in a small machine on the platform before boarding. It's a crucial step that prevents a hefty fine. And a quick tip on payments: always have some cash. While cards are widely accepted, many smaller shops, local markets, and cafes prefer cash for small purchases. Having a few euros for your espresso or a scoop of gelato is a wise habit. So instead of eating on the steps of the Duomo, find a lovely little cafe or a park bench. It's about respecting the food, the history, and the local way of life. When you sit down for a meal, you might be tempted to ask for extra Parmesan cheese for your seafood pasta. But hold that thought. This is a classic cultural no-no that might surprise you. Italians firmly believe that the strong, salty flavor of aged cheese like Parmigiano Reggiano completely overpowers the delicate taste of fresh fish and seafood. A chef has carefully balanced the flavors in the dish, so adding cheese is often seen as an insult to their culinary creation. The same idea applies to pizza. While some pizzas naturally include cheese, asking for extra Parmesan isn't a common practice. Trust the chef. They truly know what they're doing. It's a sign of respect for their art. Speaking of culinary rules, let's talk about how meals are structured. You won't find chicken on your pasta or pineapple on your pizza in a traditional Italian restaurant. Certain combinations are simply not part of the authentic Italian cooking style. Similarly, asking for a side of spaghetti with your steak will likely be met with a confused look. That's because pasta is a primo, or first course, meant to be savored on its own before the secondo, the main course of meat or fish. Now, beyond the dining table, a couple of practical tips can save you headaches. First, always carry some cash. Many smaller shops, local markets, and cafes, especially for small purchases like an espresso, are cash only. Having a few euros handy will make life much easier. And if you're traveling by regional train, you must validate your ticket. Before boarding, stamp it in one of the small machines on the platform. An unvalidated ticket is like having no ticket at all and can lead to a hefty fine, an easily avoidable mistake. One of the first things you'll notice are the amazing outdoor food markets, full of the most beautiful, fresh produce you've ever seen. Incredibly tempting to touch, but please don't. In an Italian market, you should never touch the produce yourself. You simply point to what you'd like to buy, and the seller will pick the best ones for you, weigh them, and put them in a bag. This rule of not touching also applies to how you act around historical sites. It may seem harmless to touch a centuries-old statue, lean against an ancient wall, or put your hands into a historic fountain, but if millions of visitors do this, it can cause damage that can't be fixed. Many cities have strict rules and big fines for this, especially for sitting on or wading into famous fountains like the Trevi Fountain in Rome. Look with your eyes, not with your hands, to help save these treasures for people in the future. Italians are used to busy, tight spaces, but there's an unspoken way of acting when moving through them. On public transportation or in a line, the key is to be confident yet patient, moving with the flow of the crowd. Be aware of where you are and change your voice level as needed. How you dress in Italy can say a lot about your respect for the local culture. Italians are famous for being stylish. This isn't about needing fancy clothes. It's about dressing right for the situation. The most important dress code is for visiting churches. St. Peter's Basilica in the Vatican. To enter these holy places, have your shoulders covered. Also, have your knees covered. This applies to everyone, no matter age or gender. Carry a light scarf in your bag. Wrap it around your shoulders before entering. For dinner, you won't usually see locals in workout clothes, or flip-flops. Swap shorts for linen pants, or a simple sundress. Don't expect restaurants to open early for dinner. Many open after 7:30 p.m. Never touch produce at markets. Let the vendor pick for you. It's a way to embrace bella figura, a beautiful impression. Connecting with locals is one of the most rewarding parts of travel. You don't need perfect Italian. Start conversations with buongiorno or buonasera. Use per favore. Use grazie. Use scusi. Even if you switch to English later, the first effort shows respect and can turn a quick purchase into a warm chat. As your journey through Italy comes to an end, I hope you'll carry these little insights with you, not as a list of strict rules, but as a friendly guide to a more deep and respectful travel experience. After all, the whole point of traveling is to step outside of our own bubble, to challenge our assumptions, and to see the world through different eyes. Embracing local customs, from the way you order your coffee to the way you greet a shopkeeper, is the most beautiful way to honor the culture you've come so far to experience. It's these small, conscious efforts that change a simple vacation into a rich, meaningful adventure, one that's filled with genuine human connection. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. No one expects you to be an expert on Italian culture overnight. Locals are generally warm and forgiving, and they appreciate it when they see you trying. Whether you accidentally order a cappuccino after dinner, forget to validate your train ticket before boarding, or find that a small shop only takes cash, remember that these are just learning moments. Forgetting to stamp that ticket is a common oversight, and carrying a bit of cash is always a good idea for smaller cafes and market stalls. A simple smile and a polite scusi will fix almost any situation. Savor that espresso, get lost in the winding cobblestone streets, marvel at the masterpieces of Michelangelo. Let the warmth of the Italian sun and the even warmer kindness of its people fill your heart. Italy has so many incredible gifts to offer, and by traveling with awareness and respect, you'll be ready to receive them all. Buon viaggio. Have a wonderful trip.